Well then, you mean to say you are yet to acquire leads on the 6 swords?
Forgive us, Your Holiness.
What is the Arms Dealers Guild doing?
Well, you see, Garvel is not being proactive.
Out of consideration for the Swordsmiths, I presume.
Most likely, yes. It may explain why all the prominent swordsmiths have already gone into hiding.
And here I was thinking I would be able to wring the whereabouts of the 6 swords from those very swordsmiths. Have Eldrick put pressure on Garvel.
As you wish.
And as for our other route to locating the swords,
we have already begun work on that front as well.
And who is headed to the east?
Lemuré and Lumeda have already been dispatched. They will make contact with the masters who remain there and take possession of the swords we seek, by force if necessary.
The 6 swords. Should it prove true that they hold the power to strike down even the gods, then Gilgamesh would be reduced to nothing more than a defenseless child. And then, perhaps even...
Your Holiness?
Oh, do not mind me. Our movements are surely already known to Gilgamesh. The swords must not fall into his hands. I trust you understand this.
Yes, Your Holiness.
Everything is now in motion. Well, Gilgamesh, just what will your next course of action be?
What are you doing?
In regards to what do you speak?
You don't seem like a bad guy to me, but you cannot possibly think even me to be your enemy. Oh, and no playing dumb with me. That faint murderous aura you're giving off. I know I'm not just imagining it. How about you clue me in?
It is that blade you carry.
Ah, this thing? I like to call this the Odachi of Destruction.
You mean to say the Time Slayer, do you not?
I didn't think you'd know its true name. I see. If this blade is what you seek, then you'd have no choice but to consider me your enemy.
Do you intend to use it against me?
No, I'm assuming you have a reason for all this. I'll hear you out first.
Sadali seeks the 6 swords. And one of those 6 is the blade by your side.
That covetous fiend is, you say? I suppose he's seeking them in order to kill you, right?
One reason among others.
Among others? But I don't get it. Keeping them out of his hands should be a simple task for you. With your strength, you could obliterate the entire sanctum. Am I wrong? There's more to it than you let on, huh?
I would ask your aid. My wounds will not heal for some time.
Sure thing. But only on the condition that it will bring some good for the people living in this land.
I pray that it will bring about good. Truly.
The 6 swords.
You have an inkling of their whereabouts?
I do for one. O's Thunder Edge. He refers to it by the false name Lightning Katana to keep its true nature unknown to others, mind you. However, regarding the whereabouts of the remaining 4 swords, I haven't the slightest clue. Tracking down every last one of them? This is going to be arduous work.
Zakar! There's a letter for you.
For me? Bring forth your sharpest blade forged thus far.
Will you be leaving us?
I suppose a boy of your age would know not of the great harvest. He is arguably one of the best swordsmiths in all of Ardra.
Is this Harvest guy your master?
That's right.
Wow!
I might not ever be back in these parts.
Really? I'll sure miss you around here.
Take care, kid.
You too, Zakar!
That letter mentioned that Master's living in seclusion in the southern part of Rundal, which would mean continuing west for now. It's already been 2 years. I can't tell if it felt long or short. No matter. During that time, I pushed my training in the forge to the absolute limit. Master will surely recognize my efforts. If you take me for a simple sword maker, then you are sorely mistaken. Well then, have at it!
Let me lend a hand!
Lemuré, what are you doing here?
We can talk later.
Understood. I received a letter from Master. I suppose you were aware of that in coming here.
Yes, that's right.
That gives me an idea of what's going on. I take it there are others who were sent this letter.
Just Velric.
So he got one too?
You know what this means, right? Your skills in the forge will be compared against his.
Things are different now. I've pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion, honing my craft these past 2 years. Behold.
Did you forge this yourself?
Indeed.
It's incredible. I had no idea you improved this much.
Not a chance I'll come in second to Velric. I can finally feel confident saying so.
Succeeding my father is not the only path forward for a swordmaker.
You've not an inkling of what the world is really like.
What?
Even having honed my skills this far, those arms dealers still won't move to purchase my blades. Don't you see? Under my name, I could be forging the sharpest blades in the land, and still no one would bother to glance my way. But how about if I were the first successor to the Harvest name? The arms dealers would then surely bow their heads and beg that I sell to them. That's just how the world works.
That's not true. I mean, everyone starts out without a scrap of renown to their name. Even my father was no exception.
I take it that you'd rather I not become his successor.
Well... I shall speak the truth then. My father, he intends to have you and Velric engage in a fight to the death.
fight to the death?
It's true. He only needs but one successor.
In that case, it is all the more imperative that I reach Master's location.
How can you be so thick-skulled? You very well may lose your life.
Were it solely a matchup of our competence as swordsmiths, then it's possible I would still lose to Velric. But the opportunity to brandish those very blades against one another eliminates any possibility of defeat.
Zakar!
Is what you fear the chance that I be killed? Or perhaps the chance that I kill Velric? There is nothing you can say to keep me from going. What would Master be doing living in such a remote place?
Over here.
So you have come, Zakar. Quite some time it has been.
That voice. Master Harvest!
Lemuré, where have you been these days past?
Well,
No matter.
By the way, what about Velric?
Unfortunately for you, I'm right here.
Velric.
I thought you would not show.
I have no reason to run away.
Is that so?
Master, we are all present now.
my father no longer shows himself to others.
Why is that?
It happened after he scattered you, his apprentices, to the winds. The swordsmith hunts escalated.
Swordsmith hunts?
That's right. They started when Garvel became head of the Arms Dealers Guild. He forbade direct dealings between swordsmiths and other nations.
Meaning sell through the Arms Dealers Guild. Or else.
As a result, the guild has found itself the wealth and power equivalent to that of a proper nation. However, there were swordsmiths like my father who raised objections. And that led to...
Did some misfortune befall Master?
He was poisoned and lost all semblance of being human.
What?
His skin grew blotched and inflamed. His hair fell out in clumps, and both his eyes clouded over and lost their light.
Though if you would still implore me to reveal my repulsive state, then step out I will.
No. Please. Rest as you were.
Damn it! Arms dealer scum!
Well then, shall we commence? As specified in my letters, I take it that you have each brought your sharpest blade, yes?
Behold mine.
I have no intention of losing, even if my opponent is you, Velric.
I see. So you do have something to show for that bravado of yours after all. It appears to have been a fruitful 2 years for you. Your thoughts, please, Master. These be the products of our training.
I see. However, the test of their quality will not be administered by me.
But then who?
Have you not noticed that approaching presence?
Beasts!
What is a pack of beasts doing here?
I lured them to us.
So we are to demonstrate the sharpness of our blades on these beasts?
Let the display begin.
I don't sense any more beasts. Perhaps that was the last of them.
Master, were you able to spectate?
Sound alone was enough to tell. Those are admirable blades indeed.
Well then, which of us will you choose? Master!
From where I stand, there is no apparent difference in quality between your blades.
Master, there's no need to be ceremonious.
Zakar,
Let us begin the next, no, the final matchup.
I take it you have come prepared.
Of course, Master.
And you, Velric.
for what, exactly?
The tools we swordsmiths forge are designed to kill human beings, so, naturally.
Master, you can't mean...
Which of your blades is the superior tool for slaughter? That is what we must determine here today.
A fight to the death? Is that what you intend for us?
I, for one, have no qualms. I've been long prepared for this.
If your senses abandon you...
There's not a chance in hell I'd yield the Harvest name to you.
Stop, Zakar! This isn't right!
Master, I am fair to understand this is a fight to determine your successor, correct?
Indeed. The winner shall become my successor. He who is victorious shall inherit the Harvest name, and to him alone shall I impart my incalculable secrets.
What makes you willing to go to such extremes for the Harvest name? That dagger of yours. It would surely garner praise even without a name behind it.
I too thought so at first, but it turned out the world is not such a kind place. You cannot begin to even comprehend how much I've toiled these past 2 years.
You intend to fight me to the death for fortune's sake?
Then concede. If it's pity you have for me, yield the Harvest name. What's wrong? Something got your tongue? Turns out you too are merely infatuated by the prospect of riches and fame. Go on, say it yourself. You want the Harvest name so you can lead a life of luxury.
You're wrong.
About what?
That which I desire is Lemuré.
What?
Velric,
It is the truth. I grow trepid saying such a thing before the Master himself, mind you.
I care not.
Master, please, forgive me.
At ease. The world has become a place where swordsmiths will no longer be able to rely simply on the excellence of their craft. They must also protect those whom they love.
I see, so you're in love with Lemuré. That would make us opposites.
Opposites?
For the longest time, I could never measure up to you as a swordsmith. And so I changed my approach.
You mean to say that you sidled up to Lemuré in order to become our master's successor?
Who's to say?
Unforgivable.
And if you cannot forgive me, then what? I am better with a blade. We both know this.
If it must be done, then I'll claim victory by whatever means necessary!
How amusing. Now bring it!
We are done here.
Hold your tongue!
Have you a death wish?
Silence!
Swear it. Swear that you will never again show yourself in this land. If you do that.
Don't make me laugh!
Huh?
Lemuré, pick up that dagger!
What?
I know what's in your heart. You're in love with me! What's wrong? Do you not hear my words? No need to hide it anymore. You went to all that trouble to seek me out because you were worried about me, right? You snuck away from Master, ready to elope together and flee into the night.
No! You're wrong.
There's no point denying it now.
Lemuré.
Now, take that dagger and stab Velric. What's the matter? Don't you want me to love you?
Lemuré. You.
Come on, just plunge it in already. All the way to the hilt.
Lemuré. If that is what you want, then I will accept anything.
You heard him, Lemuré. Come on, do it now.
As if I could do something like that.
Don't lie to yourself. Just do it already.
I will speak my truth. It is Velric who I am in love with.
What? But if that's true, then why did you come searching for me?
You are like a little brother to me. And Velric probably feels the same way. Which means there's no way Velric could bring himself to kill you. And if he were unable to give up on the Harvest name, and somehow ended up taking your life, he and I would surely carry that scar in our hearts for the rest of our lives. And so, to prevent such a tragedy, I
see. I see exactly how things are now. I will be back. But when I return, it will not be to succeed the Harvest name. It will be to kill you two wretches. No, I'll even kill the old man too. And then I will take everything. The money, the prestige, all of it. I will make you regret letting me live from the bottom of your very souls.
I'm sorry, Velric. I'm so sorry.
No. I am the one who needs to apologize. I love you. more than anything else in the world. Which is why I will protect you and lay my life on the line to do so. For you and for the Harvest name.